Well, let's let Kendall take it away. Kendall, it's your call for the second period.
Thanks, Jason, very much, and thanks for everyone for having me over the years. Former broadcast intern for the Checkers, native of Shelby, North Carolina, and the voice of the Tri-City Storm in the USHL. Jason and I were talking about the last game I called here. It was a 6-0 win for Charlotte over Hershey. The goaltender for Hershey that game happened to be former Tri-City Storm player Phoenix Copley, and it was a good night for Charlotte. We'll see if we can get the Checkers on the board here in the middle frame. As Jason mentioned, it's Charlotte moving right to left and Lehigh Valley left to right. Face off at center. We begin the second period. 5-on-5. Charlotte outshot Lehigh Valley 13-8 in the opening 20. Forsling quickly across, and they'll fire out immediately all the way down the ice. And no icing. They wave it off, so Berube goes back to play it. Charlotte looking for a turnover inside the line as Forsling will punt it forward. Played down the wing again. This time it's Janne Kuokkanen. Kuokkanen in behind the goal line. Charlotte trying to tie this thing up early in the second period. 27 seconds gone. Checkers down by one. Witherspoon for Lehigh Valley is second of the year at 5:35 of the first period. Charlotte has it at center. They move down the wing. It's Lorenz out in front of the net. Chance, fire, save made by Berube. A good chance early on here in the second period by Charlotte. Steven Lorenz, 7 goals on the season. Jason and I spoke about Lorenz in the pregame show as a player who will need to continue to play well this season and step up. There's been so many injuries throughout the lineup. We look at Julien Gauthier, who's out. Morgan Geeky's out. Markinson and Broadhurst out of the lineup today. Loose Arena in the face-off dot. It's on the left side for Charlotte in the attacking end. Charlotte wins it. They'll get it back to the line and being quickly across, and it's fanned on by McCormick. He had a goal in last night's game. Far side of the building as Lehigh Valley goes back to take the puck away, and Steven Swavely all the way to the near side boards, and Friedman, who also scored in last night's game, he gets it deep. Lehigh Valley back on side now, in behind. Charlotte goaltender Anton Forsberg. Charlotte quickly breaks it out. McCormick again from center, and his pass just out of the reach of Brian Gibbons. Gibbons up with the Carolina Hurricanes earlier this week. Along the line for the Phantoms are back on side. A drive, good save made by Forsberg. 18:40 left to go in the second period. Bojangles Coliseum. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. And the Phantoms leading the Checkers by a goal. In the corner, in behind the net, Forsberg for Bean. Bean almost gave it away on the far side of the building as Charlotte had Jacob Pritchard down the wing. Played college hockey with UMass last season, did Pritchard. Along the near side boards now, they're trying to get it out. Gibbons had it taken away. Looking for it was Loose Arena, but it's quickly across. Lehigh Valley a drive, good save made by Forsberg. The puck is back down, still onside here for the Phantoms. We play 5-on-5, 18:05 left to go in the second. They'll kick it back inside the line. Charlotte tries to take it away, and the Checkers able to clear. And it's played with a high stick, so they'll settle things down with 17:59 left to go in the middle frame. 13-8 shots on goal in the first period. Charlotte with the only shot so far here in the second. A break down the ice for Steven Lorenz. He was denied by J.F. Berube. Lehigh Valley has had great goaltending in this season series. They've played 5 against the Checkers so far, and they've won 4 of them, including here in this building last night. Fired in from center as we're back. It's Caskey to play it for Charlotte. Oliver Caskey eventually to the near side, out for the red line at center. It's right back in, and the goaltender Anton Forsberg goes in the trapezoid to make the play. They'll get it near side again as Clayson fires out to center ice. 17:33 left to go in the second period. Charlotte on home ice, down by a goal. Lehigh Valley back on side of the top of the circle, and off the kick play behind the net. Now back to the near side boards. Out towards center ice. Charlotte gets it deep. No icing, so they'll be able to get a line change on the far side. 17-17 left to go in the second period. Lehigh Valley continues to lead Charlotte by 1. Tyler Witherspoon, the only goal of the game at 5:35 of the first period. Only one penalty has been called as well. Maxim Shushko quickly driven in. Good save made by Berube as the puck is back out to center ice. It's been a pretty clean game so far. We'll see if the Charlotte Checkers can take advantage maybe on the specialty teams here in the second period. Charlotte's power play very good in behind the net. They throw it out in front, and Berube lost it for a moment. Lehigh Valley maybe now a 2-on-1. They step onside, and a good stick by Derek Shepard to take the play away. Charlotte's onside. No, it's offside, says the linesman, as they'll call it back. Chase Prisky, former Quinnipiac Bobcat, in too soon that time. I mentioned the specialty teams for Charlotte. 5th best power play in the league at 22.6% for the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. The penalty kill 29th at 77.5, and the power play also 29th, 11.7. Charlotte's penalty kill best in the American Hockey League at 89.8. It's still 5-on-5 for now, and Charlotte is looking to tie this thing up. They're down by 1. Here's Lawrence, had a great chance earlier this period. Onside for the Checkers, top of the circle. The fire through traffic, and the puck is blocked, and now it's all the way out to center ice. Right back to Jake Bean. Bean, the defenseman out of Calgary, Alberta, former first-round pick for Carolina. Onside. They'll take a swing at it. They threw it just wide of Berube, but Charlotte will capture the puck at the side of the circle. Back out to center ice now. Lehigh Valley moves it down the ice, and going back to make the play, defenseman Jake Bean. Far side of the building, collecting it now, Dave Gust. Gust down the wing. So it goes by Lawrence, and Charlotte gets another line change in the game. Charlotte out shooting Lehigh Valley 15-10 as the Phantoms swing it down the ice, and it's played by the goaltender Anton Forsberg. Charlotte down by a goal there. Along the red line at center ice, Gibbons, he'll punch it forward. Taken off the twig of Lucerinen. Down the left wing. In behind goaltender Berube. And it looks like the Phantoms, they'll be able to break it out to center ice. They flip it along the red line. Collected by Clayson, the defenseman for the Checkers. Good pass across the ice quickly, and here they come through center ice. Moving onside is Shepard. The puck is high in the air. It's back down and across the blue paint, right back out to the neutral zone. As Pascal Laberge tried to get behind the defense that time. Couldn't do so. So it's Charlotte to it. McCormick, quick pass across. Now out to the near side, and the Checkers will chase it down in the offensive end. Lucerinen, a collision behind the goal line. He's slow to get up as Charlotte will collect the puck on the far side of the building. 5 minutes gone by in the second, and the Checkers remain down by a goal. Only goal in the game back in the first period for Lehigh Valley. Well, the puck's out of play, and a stoppage with 14:52 left to go in the middle frame. Jason mentioned earlier in the broadcast how close these teams are in the Atlantic Division. Charlotte, a record of 13-13, 3-0. Lehigh Valley 12-12, 1-4. Right wing side face-off for the Checkers from their attacking perspective, and they want it back to the line. A drive through traffic. It's blocked. No one there yet, and now they spin it wide of the net again. Charlotte will chase it down on the near side corners. They try to fire. It's in behind Berube. J.F. Berube, the goaltender this afternoon for Lehigh Valley. Here's Forsling, who's open. Won't fire. Now he does, scores! Gustav Forsling has his third of the season, and Charlotte has tied it up. Well, Forsling with a great chance down the left wing that time, and that puck had eyes. Forsling collected the top of the circle. He waited. Then he let the drive go, and somehow it ends up in behind J.F. Berube. We have a tie game. Checkers on the board. 14:34 left to go in the second period. And maybe that's the bounce and the break that the Checkers will need to continue this good play. Lifted in from center ice as we're back underway. As they announce the goal to Gustav Forsling. Far side of the building, Andy Walensky. He'll try to take it back for Lehigh Valley. Now out to center, here come the Phantoms. They'll break in on goal, a drive that's up and out of play in behind Charlotte goaltender Anton Forsberg. So it's Forsling's third of the year, and he's now in the double digits in points. He has 7 assists to go along with his 3 goals. Defensive zone face-off for Charlotte with 14:10 left to go in the middle frame. Checkers on the board. We've got a tie game at 1. Inside the line, Phantoms will win the face-off. They throw it in behind goaltender Anton Forsberg. He looks over the left shoulder. It's in behind him. They'll pull it out in front. Good work by the Checkers, but they turn it right back over. And now Charlotte will find it again at the top of the circle. And they'll lift to center ice. Chased after by defenseman Andy Walensky of Duluth, Minnesota. Far side of the building. As the Phantoms are able to bring it to the top of the zone and eventually out to the red line at center. Back for defenseman Jake Bean. Along the red line, right back for the Phantoms, trying to advance it down the ice as Charlotte shut down the advance of Isaac Radcliffe, who played for the Guelph Storm in the Ontario Hockey League last season. Going down at center was Walensky. We continue on as Charlotte breaks down the wing quickly here. Clark Bishop. Bishop, one of 2 goal scorers for the Charlotte Checkers in last night's 3-2 defeat. Max McCormick, the other one. Bishop's try goes away. Charlotte still looking for it, but the puck is fired up and out with 13:11 left to go in our second period. The Charlotte Checkers on the board. Gustav Forsling, his 3rd of the season. And this game is tied at 1. We'll step aside and be right back with more Checkers hockey after this.
Be here. Are you that person that's walking around with chronic pain? Maybe it's the knee or the ankle or the hip, maybe the shoulder or the elbow. You want to make that chronic pain go away? You want to have a consultation and a visit with medical professionals that are known for taking care of that chronic pain? Speaking about Infinite Wellness, the first in the Charlotte area to use orthobiologic treatments to provide relief to patients. And now they have hundreds of former patients who are feeling so much better. Golfing again, walking the pups, playing with the kids as the aches and pains have gone away. And you might be the perfect candidate that will respond to these treatments. Will they allow your body to heal itself with the platelet-rich plasma allograft-containing stem cell treatment? They will explain it to you. No surgery, no downtime. Talk to the medical professionals at Infinite Wellness, and they offer free consultations. 704-774-1703. You owe it to yourself to have that conversation with.
And welcome back inside. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. Charlotte Checkers hockey for the 30th time in the regular season. Face off in the offensive end, and the Checkers have possessed the puck. McCormick down the wall. They've tied it at 1. And we're back. And behind the cage of J.F. Berube, he looks over to the near side boards. And McCormick wasn't happy about the hit there as he laid one on his own. Gibbons inside the line, still onside for Charlotte. They'll walk it back and the pass to the far side of the building. And they'll drive it towards the net. It's blocked high in the zone though. And down the wall, now a chance they'll center when they couldn't fire. Good pass though good try from McCormick as it's out to center ice, and here come the Phantoms the other way. They'll drop it to the top of the circle. Now Charlotte could have numbers, and they will. It's McCormick over the line, holding on to it. Cross ice feed, no drive, it's out in front. They'll try to tip it home. They're looking for it in between the circles, and the Phantoms get to it, and Lehigh Valley will chop it down the ice. Great chance for Charlotte. 12:15 now left to go in the second period. Down the wing. They'll drive it in behind, turn over the line. Here come the Phantoms in on goal. The fire, good save made by Forsberg. Anton Forsberg denied the shot as it's Swavely looking for it behind the line now. This game starting to pick up in the second period. 11:56 left to go in the middle frame. Tie game at 1. Phantoms holding on to in the defensive end as they'll fire it up to the red line. Through neutral ice, just out of the reach of Swavely. Right back for Charlotte, and it's Lorentz. Onside over the blue line. Now they'll have to find the puck as it's back out to center ice. Lifted down by Lehigh Valley, and this will be an icing. 11:36 left to go in the middle frame. And they announced the goal to Forsling, but it's officially listed right now as Prisky at 5:26, his 5th of the season. The assist going to Spencer Smallman. And off the face-off, we are back. They'll fire to neutral ice, collected as Charlotte looks to play it forward. Back onside, though, for Lehigh Valley towards the net. Good save made again by Anton Forsberg. It was on Nate Prosser that time. Charlotte looking for the puck beneath the line. Phantoms to it again, though, and they'll bring it left to right with speed through neutral ice. They get it into the offensive zone corner, far side of the building, as Charlotte has Frederick Clayson battling for the puck. And they'll get it to him. It was Bean over to Clayson, and now out to neutral ice. Charlotte looking for possession again. play with a high stick, and so Charlotte could not possess it first. Phantoms back to it, and Lehigh Valley through center again. 10:50 left to go in the second period. We are tied at 1. In behind the goal of Forsberg. Charlotte fires out to center ice, looking for it down the wall, and I think a penalty upcoming here, as it was Jacob Pritchard who was knocked down. And now Charlotte, Forsling tying the game at 5:26. They have now changed it to his goal, and that's Forsling's third of the season, assisted by Prisky and Smolman, as it shows on the online scoring system. But now Charlotte, after tying the game, a power play upcoming. And I mentioned this power play for Charlotte, very good, 5th best in the American Hockey League, 22.6%. The penalty kill for Lehigh Valley, 29th best at 77.5. Could this be where the momentum swings totally downhill in Charlotte's favor? We'll find out. Left wing side face-off. Lusterinen to take it. It went the other way, and the Phantoms able to blast it out immediately. It's all the way down the ice on the penalty kill. So Charlotte starts from its own defensive end. Had a player go down trying to draw a penalty, almost a 5-on-3 there, but there's no call, so it will stay 5-on-4. And through center, here they come. They'll dance over the line. Picked off, and right back for Charlotte. Beam down the wing, looking for Prisky. Chase Prisky, pulls up. Snow shower in the corner, holding on to it now beneath the goal line. Checkers working on a power play, high in the zone, back to Bean. He's open, he shoots, tipped it on goal, save made by Berube, and the Phantoms clear it down the ice. A great chance for the go-ahead goal for the Checkers. We are officially halfway through this game this afternoon, folks. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. Thanks for tuning in. 9:51 left to go in the second. 1-1 game. Charlotte on a power play. Lehigh Valley picks it off at center. One-on-one the wrong way. Here they come. They'll fire, and it goes wide. Good chance that time by the Russian, Jermaine Rubtsov. Through center. Charlotte back on side. Now it's cleared down the ice again. This time goaltender Forsberg has to come out to make the play, and he does. Gibbons drops it off over the right wing side. Goss steps on side, lays it behind him, and down the wall. Picked off again by Lehigh Valley. They'll get it out to neutral ice. Just 40 seconds left on the Charlotte Checker power play. Lorenz down the wing, steps in, fires, a stick save made by J.F. Berube. Berube pushed it along to the near side boards. 9:10 left to go in the second period. We are tied at 1. Gustav Forsling with the goal here in the second period. Charlotte looking for another one. Far side. Advance was blocked that time by Shushko, and it's cleared out by Lehigh Valley. So now Charlotte with 13 seconds left to try to make one last push down the ice as they fly right to left here in the second period. Onside McCormick. Open is Lorenz. He's got it. It rolled on him, though, and he couldn't fire it. Collected along the far side, taken off the dasher. Slap shot from the point. Good save made. Big rebound. Another try. And they score. No one hits the crossbar. They're still looking for it, and the official will mark it dead. Well, the fans thought it was in. I did too. 8:35 left to go in the second period. And it's that close to being a 2-1 lead for Charlotte. So 1-1 with 8:35 left to play here in the second period. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. Thanks everyone for tuning into the broadcast this afternoon. We'll step aside and be right back. What a game this has turned into here in the second period. Charlotte's out shooting Lehigh Valley 17-12. Tie game at 1.
7:30 The Game is Charlotte's exclusive radio home for the World Series. Best in sports talk, best in play-by-play. 7:30 The Game, ESPN Charlotte. Your teams, your town.
And welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum. Kendall Grayson with you on the broadcast this afternoon. Charlotte Checkers hockey for the 30th time in the regular season. A 2-game sweep here at home over Hartford earlier this week. Charlotte dropped a close game to Lehigh Valley here in this building last night. 3-2 the final score. Clark Bishop and Max McCormick getting goals for the Checkers. And we're going to play 5-on-5 coming up, but what a chance that Charlotte had on the power play. They're out shooting Lehigh Valley again in this period. It's 5-4 right now in the period. 18-12 overall, tied at 1. Lehigh Valley with the only goal of the first period. Your Charlotte Checkers with the only goal so far here in the second. And the face-off is outside of Lehigh Valley's defensive blue line. And we are back. Fired forward immediately by Charlotte after a good face-off win, and it's down the wing. Roland McEwen. McEwen got it deep, and they'll chase it down to the near side boards. Max McCormick banging bodies, back to the line. Bean a drive through traffic, and it goes skipping wide. Charlotte looking to play it further down the wall. And out to center ice, and eventually back into the Checkers defensive end. 8:09 left to go in the second period. And at the side of the circle, they'll lift it out to neutral ice. Charlotte with it. Here they come with speed. Stepping onside, loose to Reenan. Left it behind him. McEwen a drive. Saved Nate Berube, but he could not control the rebound. It was right there, and the Phantoms able to chip it out to neutral ice again. Good work here by Charlotte. Again, a chance down the left wing, and Prisky drops it in front of the goaltender. No shot just yet. Charlotte holding on to it. They drop it back. Big slap shot that just went wide. Off the end wall that time. From the goal scorer, Gustav Forsling. Lehigh Valley back onside. They'll drop a drive wide of the net. And the glove hand of Anton Forsberg. Puck settles down here in the corner. High in the air, the flip to center ice, trying to get in behind the defense and move forward by Spencer Smallman. Smallman looking for possession. And the play whistled dead through neutral ice with 7:18 left to go in the second period. Good look on the replay and that last drive from Forsling. Brisky's 12th assist on the season, the primary assist on Forsling's goal at 5:26. Spencer Smallman's third assist of the year on a secondary helper on Forsling's third goal. The face-off underneath the board at center, right on the logo, and we are back. Lehigh Valley in the defensive end as they'll punch it down the wall all the way down the ice here. Could go for icing, and the puck slows up and stops short of the end line. 7:04 left to go in the second period. Charlotte. Now they'll get it down the ice. Picked off along the red line and fired forward by Nate Prosser. In behind the line. Charlotte looking for it. They've got it. Good pass down the wing. It's up to Janne Kuokkanen. Kuokkanen dropped it back to Lorenz. And the far side corner, it's Gust. Here's Dave Gust of Orland Park, Illinois. In behind the line, they center down in front. No one home that time for Charlotte. They could not get the drive to go. 6:34 left to go in the second. We're still tied at 1. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. Down the ice, chipped onside. In behind goaltender J.F. Berube. He played the puck. And along the red line. Here they come now 2-on-2 for the Phantoms. A break down the wing. They'll drive it. Good shot block that time by Frederick Clayson. Now Charlotte to it. They could have numbers. In from center ice. They chip it out for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald will track it down in the corner. Fitzgerald pass to the far side. Grabbed by Derek Shepard. And now a four-man scrum ensues all the way across the ice from our broadcast location here above Section 109. Driven in from the line. It's right there for the taking after the save. They're looking for it, trying to force it home. Berube wants to locate it. It's still loose. And finally, they stop play with a whistle. And now we've got a disturbance out in front of Berube. They've signaled the media timeout with 5:53 left to go in the second. And it looks like the official's able to jump in there and take care of that situation. So 5:53 left to go here in the middle frame. Charlotte out shooting Lehigh Valley 19-12. It is a media timeout, so we will step aside quickly and come back with more Checkers hockey and a tie game here in the second period.
Want to keep up with your teams and find out what's coming up on the air? Then check out our website, espncharlotte.net. 7:30 The Game. Your teams, your town.
Welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum. Kendall Grayson with you on the call this afternoon. Second period action. 5:53 left to go in the middle frame. And we are tied at 1. Here's how we got here. A goal back in the first period by Tyler Witherspoon, the British Columbia product, former second-round draft pick of the Calgary Flames. His second of the year, 5:35 the time of the goal. And it was 1-0 for Lehigh Valley. Lehigh Valley led Charlotte 1-0 after 1, despite being outshot 13-8. But here in the second period, early on in the first 6 minutes of the period, Gustav Forsling's third of the year at 5:20 assists, with Chase Prisky and Spencer Smallman recording assists on the goal. Anton Forsberg is 11 for 12 on the other side of the ice. J.F. Berube is currently 18 for 19. As we return from the media timeout, we still play 5-on-5. Only 2 penalties have been called so far in this afternoon's game. Chusko interference at 14:57 of the first, and here in the second, Walensky for hooking at 9:19. And we're back. Charlotte looking for it off the face-off. Lehigh Valley able to drag the puck towards center ice and over the line. Defensive zone for the Checkers. Out to the red line. They'll try it again this time. Lehigh Valley has Witherspoon holding on to it. And he moves it across to Andy Walensky, who spent time with the Anaheim Ducks in the National Hockey League last season. All the way down here, it's in behind Forsberg, and this is going to go for icing. Well, Charlotte, for the most part so far in today's game, they've been the better team. They were rewarded with a goal there from Forsling earlier in the period. And we'll see if they can find another one late here in the second. What a big momentum boost that would be going into the third period if they can find a way to take the lead here. Off the face-off. Controlled out to center ice by Lehigh Valley as they try to get around Prisky. Could not do so. Good work by him. And it's collected by Gustav Forsling. Forsling, he walks it himself. Right wing side passes. He chips it forward up to Roland McEwen. Near side trying to find the puck now is Brian Gibbons. Gibbons in the corner. Gave up possession. Lehigh Valley to it. They'll move it down the wall. And now the puck is frozen. Not moving at all as they try to fish it free. Charlotte does. Lucerinen with it. Now it's right back the other way. Inside the line. Charlotte kept the zone. Driven towards the net. It just went wide. Side of the circle. And McCormick could not get the pass to go to the far side. So retreating is Roland McEwen. And they'll go back to play it through neutral ice, and they will. Slap shot in behind goaltender Berube that time. Big rebound all the way out through center ice. Phantoms have it. Tie game at 1. 4.5 left to go in the second period. In behind goaltender Anton Forsberg as he looks over the left shoulder. Charlotte trying to take it right back. It goes bouncing off the end of the net, behind the net, taken off the end wall, and the Checkers survive as they look to move it right to left, quickly across the ice. Gust, he'll try to find it now for the Checkers. Onside with Lorenz, good pass to him, and here's Lorenz down low. Taken down beneath the goal line, nothing called though, as Steven Lorenz was upended, and we keep playing at 5-on-5. 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the second period. Charlotte leading Lehigh Valley, or outshooting Lehigh Valley 19-12. It's a tie game at 1. Charlotte wants to change that. Inside the line, a drive out in front. It's blocked. They're looking for the puck and the rebound. It's taken by the Phantoms. They move left to right, and it's out to neutral ice again. Move forward by Pascal LeBerge. Out in front, good kick save made by Forsberg. Charlotte stretch pass, they're onside. It's Bishop a drive. Good save made on the shot. Berube with another good save in this game. Goaltenders have both played well so far. It's down the ice, and this is going to come all the way back to icing. Or will it? Berube was headed to the blue line. It's going to be a penalty here. Slashing. So that was the reason for the stoppage, and Charlotte has whistled for the first time this afternoon. That had to have been behind the play a bit to my left. And now we'll see what this Checkers penalty kill can do. Top-ranked penalty kill in the league at 89.8%. The power play for Lehigh Valley, 29th best, 11.7. It's the first time this afternoon Charlotte has been shorthanded off the faceoff, driven towards the net. A good glove save made by Anton Forsberg as he got just enough to keep it out of the back of the net, and then his teammates able to clear it out. So the Checkers off on a good start on the penalty kill. They get the puck down the ice. 3:15 left to go in the second period. Tie game at 1. Charlotte continues to outshoot Lehigh Valley 20-14. Phantoms on the power play though. In behind. And Charlotte to it, and another good clear here by the penalty killers. It was Forsling that time who got it. Charlotte attempts to get a line change here. They're able to make a partial change on the penalty kill. Gibbons is out there at forward. McCormick as well. And it's Clayson and Forsling on defense. And from center ice, Lehigh Valley with 1:13 left on the call to Clark Bishop. Slashing at 16:28, the time of the penalty. In behind again, Charlotte again able to clear the puck. This time it's swatted down to the red line at center. But good job by the Checkers to alleviate the pressure and get it down the ice once more. And behind J.F. Berube. Left wing side pass. The Phantoms start to break it out now on the power play. Through center ice. And offside. LeBerge was calling for it. He didn't like it there as he threw the glove up. But it's called back outside the line. 49 seconds left on the penalty kill. 2:20 left to go in the second period. Tie game. Charlotte on the board for the first time this afternoon. Just over 5 minutes into this period, Gustav Forsling, the goal scorer. Lifted into the Checkers bench off the face-off, so they'll do it again as that was rifled across the ice. And now the face-off is back into Charlotte's defensive end. That's to our right in the second period as the Checkers go right to left. Face-off won by the Checkers. They lift it to the line, but it's not out. Driven towards the net. Good shot block. The player's injured, slow to get up. Looks to be Jake Bean. Another good block in front of the net. They'll fire in again, and this time a save made by Charlotte's Anton Forsberg. Still on side for the Phantoms. Pushed along the near side boards, top of the circle. Charlotte will steal 2-on-1. Here they come shorthanded. Lorentz with it. Drops it back. They shoot. They score! Roland McEwen, shorthanded goal. And Charlotte takes the lead. Well, we certainly hope that Bean is okay. I believe he was the player who was in pain there for Charlotte on the shot block in the defensive end. But the Checkers then used their transition game well. I called it as a 2-on-1. Ended up being a 3-on-1 with McEwen the trailer. They got it back to him. And Roland McEwen has given the Checkers a lead. 1:48 left to go in the second period. 16 seconds still left on a power play for Lehigh Valley. Shorthanded goal. And Charlotte's up by 1. As there's the call for the goal. Played by McEwen's number 3 counterpart, Andy Walensky, as the Phantoms lift it out to neutral ice. Checkers will try to find him. Phantoms back onside, down the wing to the side of the circle. And we're back to 5-on-5 as Charlotte not only kills it off, but they get a short-handed marker and a 2-1 lead. Inside the line, just barely. Now it's in behind the net, played by the goaltender, Anton Forsberg. Far side of the building, as Forsberg laid it to his right. Now out to center ice, almost in behind the defense was Clark Bishop that time. Quickly driven back the other way, Walensky down the wing, and a call-up coming against Charlotte. Phantoms will find it in the corner. They blow the play dead. And on the advance, they're going to get the Checkers for a penalty. And it's going to be Gustav Forsling. Roland McEwen, third of the season, 18-12, the time of the goal, assisted by Steven Lorentz. 6th assist of the year for Lorentz. But now the Charlotte Checkers will have to rely on the top penalty kill in the league once again. They've got the momentum, they've got the lead. They're outplaying Lehigh Valley, but a very tough position. 1 minute left to go in the second period, and a penalty kill about to begin. Lehigh Valley has won the faceoff, far side of the building. They'll bring it in behind the goaltender. Looking for it is Roland McEwen. McEwen has it. He takes time and he fires off the glass. It's all the way down the clear. 45 seconds left to go in the second period. Charlotte leading by a goal, but they are shorthanded for now. Phantoms carry it across the line, down the right wing. Pascal LeBerge to drive short side of the net, and it goes off the glass, and it had so much steam behind it. It went all the way down after Lehigh Valley pushed it behind to their goaltender, Berube. As they announce the call, holding is the call. And the fans don't like it here inside Bojangles Coliseum. Phantoms cross back onside. They'll have another chance here late in the period. Charlotte needs to get it back. 8 seconds left to go. They've done just that. Clayson behind the net. Still onside, though, for the Phantoms. They got it back. LeBear's 1 second left. Fires, and it just goes wide at the horn. Charlotte has a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes. Well, folks, what a period it was there for the Charlotte Checkers as they're able to find a goal at 5:26 from Forsling. And then a huge tally in this game. Roland McEwen, third of the season. Lawrence on the assist on a shorthanded goal. There will be 1 minute left of penalty kill time that will trickle over into period number 3 as Gustav Forsling finds himself in the penalty box for holding. 19 minutes, the time of the call. Well, we heard Jason Shia back in the first period. Kendall Grayson here for the call in the second period. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. I'm a native of nearby Shelby, North Carolina, a former broadcast intern here with the Charlotte Checkers. And right now, the play-by-play voice and director of media relations for the Tri-City Storm and the USHL. And a pleasure to be back here inside Bojangles Coliseum. As we mentioned earlier in the broadcast as well, my last call was a 6-0 win for Charlotte 2 seasons ago, right before the holiday break over the Hershey Bears. And just like that, we find some offense in the second period. And again, Charlotte with a 1-goal advantage, 2-1. Forsling at 5:26, McEwen at 18:12. So we'll step aside and be back from Bojangles Coliseum. But your Charlotte Checkers, they found the lead in the second period, a huge second period from this team. We'll see if they can finish it off and pick up a win here on this Sunday afternoon and avenge last night's 3-2 loss. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. After 40, Charlotte on the board twice here in the second, and they lead Lehigh Valley by a goal at 2-1. Welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum as the Charlotte Checkers hit the ice for the third period. Kendall Grayson with you on the call this Sunday afternoon. Like they did in the first period, Charlotte will skate left to right here in the third. 3 goals in the game, the first one for Lehigh Valley at 5:35 of the first period. Tyler Witherspoon, second of the season. Since then, after a big second period from the Charlotte Checkers, back-to-back goals, Gustav Forsling's third of the year at 5:26 to tie the game. And then a massive moment here on this Sunday afternoon. Roland McEwen, shorthanded at 18:12, his third of the year. And Charlotte has a 1-goal lead going into the final frame. We remind you about a penalty towards the end of the second period. Gustav Forsling holding 19 minutes the time of the call. And that means Charlotte will begin this third period shorthanded. 1 minute of power play time remains. And we'll see if the Checkers can kill it off. The crowd comes to life here inside Bojangles Coliseum. We begin the third period 5-on-4. Lehigh Valley moves right to left. Here we go. Face off at center. And we're back. The Phantoms have won it. Chris Beecraw, Hartford Wolfpack of last season. He'll move it down the ice immediately. Left wing side chance taken right back though by Charlotte as you hear the battle through neutral ice. Goes around to Roland McEwen as he looks for it now in the corner. Played by his teammate Frederick Clayson. 2 defensemen out on the penalty kill. Charlotte to it. They've got it. They'll push it out. And we'll see how much they want to do with it. They just get it deep here and they get a line change. Smart play. 30 seconds gone by in the third. Charlotte continues to lead in this game by a 1-goal. Power play still underway though for Lehigh Valley. 22 seconds left in it. Down the left wing for the Phantoms. They step onside at the top of the circle. Back inside the line. Chris Beecraw quickly across. There's the shot. Save made. Big rebound though. Charlotte to it. And the Checkers able to clear. It's over the red line, down the ice, and that's going to do it. We're back to 5-on-5 again. Forsling's out of the box. Phantoms drag it through neutral ice. As we're back to 5-on-5, they fire wide of the shoulder of Anton Forsberg. Good check in the far side corner. Charlotte to it again as they'll bring it over the red line at center ice. Just gave away possession though, and Mark Friedman gets it quickly across for Lehigh Valley. Right back for the Checkers and Brian Gibbons. Near side, played by Jake Beam. Beam waltz over the red line. Throws the puck forward. It's high in the air. It's back down, and it's found by the Phantoms. Inside the line, we'll see if the Checkers can take it away. They do as McCormick gets it down low. One-on-one battle. Gibbons centers out in front. It's back inside the line. They'll drive it in front of the net again, but it's blocked. Good drive that time from Chase Prisky. The puck was stopped right before it made it to goaltender Berube. 18 minutes left to go in this third period. Charlotte with 2 goals in the second period. They lead it by 1. Checkers offside. They have to tag up, and they'll do so now as they go flying out through neutral ice again. A right wing side chance for the Phantoms and Shushko. They'll battle for it. Now beneath the goal line. Looking on, it's goaltender Anton Forsberg. It's in behind Forsberg now. Rowan McEwen and Gustav Forsling, the goal scores in the second period for Charlotte. 17:35 left to go here in the third. Phantoms onside with it. Charlotte gets it back, and a good clear out to neutral ice. So Charlotte got it out. McCormick that time with the effort. Right back the other way for the Phantoms. Chris Begroff, right wing side pass. He'll find Matthew Strom. In behind Forsberg. He looks on. Phantoms beneath the line. Now it's back to the near side. Charlotte to it. Prisky off the backhand as he leads the pass up to Gustav Forsling down the wing, and the Checkers able to break it out. They'll carry over the line, and it's fired up and into the Lehigh Valley bench for a stoppage with 17:01 left to go in this afternoon's third period. Shots on goal, 21-16. They were 21-15 after 40. Face off along the logo at center. We're back with Charlotte moving left to right as it's just by the reach of Jacob Pritchard down the ice, and this is going to be icing called against Charlotte. So the face-off now to my left in the defensive end of the Charlotte Checkers. 5-on-5 we play here in the third with the good guys up by 1. Good face-off win. They'll pull it down the wall, and it's moved forward by Spencer Smallman. All the way down the ice, chasing after it. Phantoms have Walensky, and this is going to be icing again. And so they bring this back down as Walensky was the first player to it. And Charlotte will need to win another face-off. They got the play they wanted, I think, in the last face-off. We'll go to the opposite circle this time. And winning another one is Bishop into the corner. Taken though by Lehigh Valley. They center out in front. The puck is there. It's loose for the taking. Charlotte to it at the top of the circle. And Clark Bishop gets it across the ice quickly. Played by Lusterinen. Back to the near side boards. Checkers out to center ice again. This time it's chipped onside and fired down the ice. That was Clayson, not Lusterinen, who got it. Clayson goes off for a line change. Good check that time by Shepard. Shepard trying to pull it free. 16:15 left to go in the third period. Checkers leading in the game by 1. It's 2-1. Charlotte to it now. Here they come with speed through center ice. Roland McEwen fires. Save made by Berube and a stoppage. So a good glove save made as we have 16:03 left to go in this third period. You could tell, and Jason mentioned this early on, you could tell towards the end of the first period that the momentum was starting to shift in the right way for the Charlotte Checkers as they outplayed the Phantoms towards the end of the period. And then that did continue into the second period. Charlotte rewarded with 2 goals, and that's where we stand. It's a 2-1 lead after Lehigh Valley scored just over 5 minutes into the game. Right wing side face-off. Charlotte has won it. High in the zone. They lost possession as McEwen could not make the play. Down the wing now for the Phantoms. They tried to center out in front off the twig of Maxim Shushko. And that play was not there. So now it's back down to the near side boards. Bottom of the circle. Out to center. Charlotte racing after it. Fitzgerald with a chance down the wing. Waits. Fires. Save made by Berube. J.F. Berube with a big save there to keep it a one-goal game. Charlotte out shooting Lehigh Valley 22-16. Kendall Grayson with you on the call this Sunday afternoon. Native of Shelby, North Carolina, former broadcast intern with the Charlotte Checkers, and currently my third season with the Tri-City Storm in the USHL, Tier 1 junior hockey. Several USHL players out there right now, former players. In behind Berube as we're back. Phantoms looking for possession to the top of the circle. Chopped at its center, and it's batted down by Prisky. The play continues on. We play 5-on-5 here in the third. Quickly across from Reese Wilcox out of Surrey, British Columbia. Off the backhand from Strom out of Mississauga, Ontario as he gets it deep. And Prisky's hit behind the cage. Far side of the building. Charlotte looks to chip it off the backhand and clear it. They do. It's out to the red line again. Into the offensive end this time as they got it deep. As Max McCormick goes off for a change. He was part of the clearing effort to move the puck left to right. 5 minutes have been played here in the third. Charlotte continues to lead in this game 2-1. Looking to get around the defense this time is Rubtsov. Centers out in front. They fire. Great save made by Forsberg. He's got it. There's no rebound. And the crowd here inside Bojangles Coliseum, they like that effort. It was a 2-on-1 down low. Lehigh took it all the way into the corner. They centered in front of the net. And Forsberg able to make what is perhaps, thus far, his biggest save of the afternoon. Far side of the building here for Lehigh Valley as we're back. Side of the circle. Phantoms go looking for it as they're running two. They gave up the possession down low and Greg Carey, so now it's back to Charlotte and played by Dave Gust. Gust moves it over the line, now back the other way, fired down as it goes by Witherspoon, played by the goaltender Berube, away from Lorentz. Now it's picked up almost by Steven Lorentz. He went down and the puck is picked up by Charlotte at the side of the circle. And it was Janne Kwoken that time as they get it in behind the line. Gust looking for possession. 14-12 left to go in the third. Charlotte leads 2-1. Inside the line, they get it across. Far side, slap shot off the glass. Big rebound off the glass, though. Charlotte still looking for it onside here. It's in the corner. At the side of the circle, in front, Berube. He found it the last second. He made a kick save. And it's out to the red line. Right back the other way. Charlotte goes looking for it, but first it's played by the goal stick in the forehand of J.F. Berube. Berube, the goaltender this afternoon for Lehigh Valley. Charlotte swats out of that center ice, Jake Bean. And Bean went back to pick it up on his own defensive end. Now quickly from the defensive zone, had it stripped away. A break, they fire, and it goes wide of Forsberg. Charlotte survives as they pull it out to the line, and they may do more than that as they're pushing it left to right. 3-on-2 as they cross onside, now a 3-on-3. They chip it down low, they fire off the back of the net. Collected the side of the circle, back inside the line, McEwen quickly across. As they'll drive it near side now. No shot, there it is, down low, and Berube could not control the rebound from Oliver Kasky. Inside the line again, McEwen, they'll get it back, they fire, and it's off the glass, it's off the end wall. Phantoms looking for possession, they cannot get to it. What a shift here by the Charlotte Checkers. 12:52 left to go in the third period. Charlotte not satisfied with a one-goal lead. They want more, it's played offside here, and so Charlotte has to tag up. You have to like this effort. Here's a turnover. Fired wide by Bishop. Berube almost misplayed it again. Phantoms, they have to clear it, and a good break for them as it's in on goal, and it hit the goaltender Anton Forsberg, which means no icing. So played up by Max McCormick. Charlotte back through center. They step onside down the right wing. Leaving the puck behind him was Eetu Luostarinen. Luostarinen lost it. Now to the far side. Phantoms will break it to center ice. They fire out there. And we'll see if Charlotte can get it back. Lehigh Valley pushes the play. In behind the Checkers net, Anton Forsberg, the goaltender, makes the play on it. 12 minutes and 3 seconds left to go in the third period. Charlotte continues to lead 2-1. Down the right wing side and eventually out to neutral ice on the defensive change as Caskey could not hold the line. Here's Caskey again. Right wing. As it goes by Luostarinen. Luostarinen went down. He stands back up, and Lehigh Valley sees the puck picked off and into the far side corner. We'll see if Charlotte can get there first. And they do. They moved it just away from Germain Rubtsov. Left wing side pass. Here's Gust. Off on a break in front of the net. Fires off the backhand, and it went wide. Great play that time to get by the defense for Dave Gust, looking for his third goal of the season. Stick up high. They fire in and score. No call there. Charlotte's got a player down in the corner. Lehigh Valley brought it down the ice. They've tied it. 11:20 left to go in this third period. We've got a tie game at 2. And you hear the displeasure from the fans, and I was looking at Janne Kuokkanen, who took a stick up high. You can see it there on the replay. And Lehigh Valley continued the play, and they put it home. Kuokkanen went down, and we're tied. 2-2 with 11:15 left to go in this one. Hold on, we could be in for a wild ride to the finish. Charlotte's got it again, off the face-off, onside for Shepard. His drive was blocked. And down the wing, Checkers go looking for it. It's out to center ice as we are tied once more. Carey, 9th of the season, listed right now as unassisted at 8:40 of the third period. Charlotte picks it up along the red line. They step onside. Here's a good chance. McEwen, and it just drifted wide. That hit something in front of the net. 10:44 left to go in this third period. Tied at 2. Charlotte back on side of the circle. A drive swallowed up by J.F. Berube. Lehigh Valley has tied the game. As some words are being exchanged here on the far side, and Charlotte's offensive end, we are in a media timeout. And with 10:38 left to go in regulation time, we'll step aside. Lehigh Valley has tied it. We'll be right back with more Checkers hockey. 10:38 left to go. We're tied at 2.
Kevin Donnelly, former Carolina Panther here. With over 150,000 veterans in our area, most of us know a veteran, but not their story. Veterans face many challenges when transitioning home after military service. Veterans Bridge Home helps identify those needs of the veteran and their family while connecting them to resources and friends. Go to veteransbridgehome.org and donate today. That's veteransbridgehome.org. Veterans Bridge Home, a stronger community, one veteran at a time.
Welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum. Kendall Grayson with you here on the call. Lehigh Valley has tied this game in this third period. 9th of the year for Greg Carey of Hamilton, Ontario. He has 8 assists as well. And we'll see which team can find a winning goal in the final few minutes. And we know the overtime history certainly between these two, but we'll see if Charlotte can find a winner here in the third. Shots on goal favoring the Checkers 24-20. Face off, and we are back. Charlotte controls along the line at center ice. They'll fire forward, down the backhand pass, and down the right wing from Dave Gust. Far side play by Lorentz here. Steven Lorentz behind the net as he leads the pass for Gust. Charlotte collects it again. Down the wall. Here we go. Back to the line. A drive through traffic. They score! Chase Prisky lets the drive go inside the line. It finds its way into the back of the goal. And Charlotte has the lead again at 3-2. We get a look on the replay, and that one was tough to see going in from our vantage point in the broadcast booth, but Prisky's drive along the ice, and it goes in and around J.F. Berube, and the Charlotte Checkers have again taken the lead in this game. What a moment. Lehigh Valley tracks the puck down in their own defensive end after giving up another goal in this game. Charlotte's looking for more, and they may not be done. Off the backhand from Gust, chopped in behind the net of Berube. Puck settles down, Checkers to it. Just taken away the last second from Janne Kuokkanen. Through center ice. Back into the Checkers defensive end. 9:40 left to go in the third period. We've just crossed over the halfway point in this final frame, and Charlotte again leading by 1. Carey tied it at 8:40. Charlotte took the lead right back at 9:46. Chase Prisky, 5th of the year. Janne Kuokkanen and Dave Gust on the assist. And now we'll hear the call.
Your Checkers, number 7, Chase Prisky.
So Chase Prisky with the goal. Charlotte able to move the puck through neutral ice. As the crowd still in this one on this Sunday afternoon. The fans cheering on the Checkers here inside Bojangles Coliseum. What an afternoon it's been. And we'll see if Charlotte can close it out. Down the ice, it goes by Berube, and it's going to be icing called with 8:46 left to go in this third period. Your goal scorers for Charlotte back in the second period, Gustav Forsling and Roland McEwen, the third of the season for each of those players. And here in the third period, after Charlotte gave up the lead, Chase Prisky, 5th of the year. Defensive zone face-off. Checkers won possession of the puck. Into the corner was Frederick Clayson trying to get it back. And behind goaltender Anton Forsberg. Charlotte down the near side. We'll see if they can take it away. Now it's out to the red line at center. Played forward by Mark Friedman. He gave up possession as Fitzgerald was held up. That's Jerry Fitzgerald for the Phantoms. And down the right wing, Lehigh Valley back on side again. They get it in behind. Forsberg, he slides post to post, looking over the left shoulder. 8 minutes, 8 seconds left to go in regulation time. Charlotte leading in this game 3-2. They fell by that final score of 3-2 last night. Of course, it was the wrong way with Lehigh Valley winning the game 3-2. Down the wing, a chance for the Phantoms and on goal, and now it's blocked. Shot was blocked. Good job by Roland McEwen to get in the way of it. In behind the net. Chipped along the near side boards. We'll see if the Checkers can get a clear here. They do. It's back out to center ice. 7:40 left to go in the game. Charlotte leads 3-2. Here come the Phantoms back on side, though, and it's covered up by Anton Forsberg. Pascal Laberge had a chance. And Charlotte is able to take that chance away, and they're holding on right now, folks, to a 1-goal lead. What a game it's been on this Sunday afternoon. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. And with 7:36 left to go, Charlotte leads 3-2. Media timeout. We'll be right back.
On the Jerry V Show.
Because the have-to-win owner can't sleep at night if they're not winning. The I-want-to-win owner will say all the right things and say, yeah, I want to win, but he won't endure the pain, go to the financial pain threshold, okay, of what it takes to manage and build a roster. The toughest task ever in professional sports is to build and manage a roster.
The Jerry V Show on 730 The Game. Your teams, your town.
Welcome back inside Bojangles Coliseum. 7:36 left to go in regulation time. The Charlotte Checkers with a 1-goal lead. Kendall Grayson with you this afternoon. Jason Shia on the call back in the first period. And we'll see if the Checkers can close out the pre-holiday schedule here at home with a win. The crowd comes to life. Defensive zone face-off for Charlotte. Lehigh Valley won it, but they disallow it. They'll do it again. Phantoms got a shot away, and it was gloved up by Anton Forsberg. Would not have counted either way. And we're back. Charlotte from the defensive end. They'll lift it up, and the puck is out of play. I thought it was going to end up in the Checkers bench. It ended up in the Lehigh Valley bench, or at least behind it, and splashed back out. So 7.5 left to go now in the third. Charlotte continues to lead in the game by 1. Off the face-off, Phantoms have it, near side, driven towards the net, tipped wide, it's in behind the goal. Tyler Witherspoon that time, looking for his second of the afternoon and third of the season. Checkers battling hard. In the defensive end, the puck is across the blue line. The linesman has it, calling for the delayed offside. This will allow the Checkers to take full possession of it, and Clayson moves it quickly across the ice. 7:04 left to go in the third period. In behind goaltender J.F. Berube. As he looks on, grabbed and played by Walensky. Walensky out to center ice. Checkers looking for possession of the puck. They'll find it. It's inside their own defensive end. They try to send it across quickly there, and Charlotte completes a line change. And the puck is now behind the goal line, kicked around by Jake Bean. Out to center ice. Here comes Charlotte. Maybe a break. We'll see if they get to it. They've got it. Backhand drive. It's underneath Berube. Well, a good chance in this third period there. It was A2 Lusterinen that time. Lusterinen out of Finland, 6'3", 184, second round draft pick of Carolina in 2017. He's got 5 on the year. Puck hits the ice. Phantoms have possession of it as they move it in behind the goal to the far side to Nate Prosser. Prosser out of Elk River, Minnesota. Down the red line. Onside for Lehigh Valley. They drive it towards the net. Good save and into the glove of Anton Forsberg. No problem there. He's got it. So a line change, and we'll see what the new personnel out there is, but Charlotte is doing a great job this afternoon. Maybe not the best start that they wanted, but since then they have really come on strong in this game. They've had an answer for almost everything Lehigh Valley has thrown at them. And we're back. Chipped down the wall. Here comes Charlotte. Spencer Smallman drags. Won't fire though. Holds it in behind. He waits on the backhand. Smallman onside. Back to the line. Slap shot. Save made by Berube. Puck drops back down. Powered down the wall by Frederick Clayson. Charlotte goes looking for it. We play 5-on-5 here with less than 6 minutes now to go in the game. Charlotte leads 3-2, looking for another one. Clark Bishop behind the net. Bishop lays it back to the line to Caskey. Oliver Caskey through traffic, tipped just wide at the last second. Jacob Pritchard standing in front of the goal that time. Pritchard turns, he gave up possession of the puck, Lehigh Valley to it, and here come the Phantoms quickly right to left. As you hear the collision right out in front of the penalty box, and you hear the applause from the fans as well. Good physical play by Charlotte. They get a line change, a full 5-man change with now 5:19 left to go in this one. Charlotte with a 1-goal lead. They pick it off at center ice. They throw it down the wall. No one down the right wing just yet, as Steven Lorentz was trying to catch up, and it's through center ice again. Down the left wing for Greg Carey. It's batted down with a high stick, and they'll blow the whistle. All right, folks, another commercial break. We'll step aside with 5:08 left to go. Charlotte leads 3-2. We'll be right back for the finish of this one on this Sunday afternoon. Kendall Grayson with you on the call. 3-2, 5:08 left.
Wake up call, 6 to 10 a.m. each weekday on 7:30 The Game.
Dustin Kearns with us here on the Wake Up Call, new head coach of App State men's basketball. The style of play, is it the type of play we see a lot now with a lot of threes?
You don't want to live and die by it. We'd like to get threes, layups, and free throws if possible. Certainly I think players like to play that way. I kind of like to coach that way. It helps us with recruiting as well.
The Wake Up Call on 7:30 The Game. Your teams, your town.
We're back inside Bojangles Coliseum. It's a one-goal game with just over 5 minutes to play. Kendall Grayson with you on this Sunday afternoon. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the Charlotte Checkers. And thanks for supporting this broadcast. Here we go. We could be in for a wild ride to the finish. This has been a great game. Phantoms looking forward to the dot. We'll see if the Checkers can pull it free. They couldn't, so Lehigh Valley possesses it along the near side boards. Now it's to the far side in the top of the circle towards the net. The advance is blocked. Nice work by the Checkers, and it's whistled dead here as we've got a call along the boards, and they're going to move the face-off down the ice. .455 left to go in the third period. Shots on goal favoring your Charlotte Checkers, 28-22. Face-off outside of Charlotte's defensive blue line. Won by Lehigh Valley on the slap shot. They blasted onside. Charlotte to the red line at center ice, looking for possession. Played away, though, by Jerry Fitzgerald. Right back the other way. This time the Phantoms not able to make the red line, and it's icing called against Lehigh Valley. 4:41 left to go in this third period. Witherspoon with the goal for Lehigh Valley in the first. They led 1-0 after one. Then it was Charlotte fighting back with Gustav Forsling and a shorthanded goal from Roland McEwen to take the lead 2-1. Here in the third period, tying the game up was Greg Carey, and taking the lead right back moments later, Chase Prisky. Left wing side face off in the offensive end for Charlotte. They've got it. They'll blast it in from the line, and a good save made by Berube. There's no further play as he swallows up the puck. This game starts to slow down a bit with not much time left. 4:32 left to go in regulation time. Left wing side face-off. Puck hits the ice, and it's taken and played by the Phantoms. Out to center ice, they'll lift it onside, and a save made from the red line at center by Forsberg. Forsberg laid it out. Here come the Checkers. They'll pitch the puck to center ice. Here they come, dropping it back. It's McCormick as he took the pass from Lusterinen. Couldn't fire it, though. Here's Lusterinen in the corner to the top of the circle. Lehigh Valley to it. Isaac Ratcliffe looks to clear. And the puck is played now by Berube. Charlotte able to get a line change, though. Fresh bodies out there. 4 minutes now left to go in the game, folks. And the Checkers leading 3-2. Trying to go 3 of 4 on the week after sweeping Hartford here in this building earlier this week. A 3-2 loss to Lehigh Valley last night. Down the ice. And it's going to be icing as the puck comes back into Lehigh Valley's defensive end. Well, Lehigh Valley, of course, the top affiliate of the Philadelphia Flyers. The Reading Royals, the ECHL affiliate for the Checkers. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits, the affiliate in the ECHL. And, of course, Charlotte, the top affiliate for the Carolina Hurricanes. Good face-off win by Charlotte as they had a man chopped down from behind as Spencer Smallman. Now to the near side boards, they go to work. It's 5-on-5 late in this game. 3:38 left to go. Here come the Phantoms onside. They'll look to fire the puck. Shushko behind the net, eventually out in front, and Charlotte gets the clear. The Checkers able to get it down the ice. And Lehigh Valley will have to go again from the defensive ends. And Andy Walensky this time. Walensky's pass, near side, up the left wing. Phantoms onside. They drag it out in front. Charlotte has it again. Off the glass. They clear to the line. It's out. 3:09 left to go in the third period. Back into Charlotte's defensive end. They played around Pascal Laberge, but it's further into the zone. And now taken by Charlotte. They've got all the room they need, and Jake Bean here from the defensive end. Chipped onside by Gust, and it's in behind. Played by the goaltender, J.F. Berube. Turnover in the corner. There was an open net there for just a portion of time. Berube back in between the pipes. 2:44 left to go. Down the wall. Charlotte at the top of the circle. Far side corner. No play on it just yet as the Checkers have it taken away. They'll keep the zone. Nice work. It's Bean, and his tip just wide. His drive was knocked down to the ice by Yanni Kuokkanen and moved just wide of the net. Phantoms have it along the red line. They chip it onside. 2:18 left to go. Charlotte leading by 1, 3-2. Checkers move left to right. They've got in the defensive end. Out to the red line. McCormick is tied up and played forward. Trying to help him out there is Luostarinen. Off the backhand, it's in to the Charlotte bench. No, it dropped out in front of the bench, so everything's okay. We keep moving. Beam down the wing, down the ice, and in behind the goal of Berube. Plays it himself as he just taps it lightly into the corner. Phantoms break it down the ice right to left. We'll watch Berube. He's drifting in between the circles. Here he comes. And it's an icing called, so he has to go back. Well, we now know the strategy for head coach Scott Gordon of the Phantoms. He wants to get Berube out the next chance that he has. Charlotte leading 3-2, 1:44 left. Offensive zone face-off, 5-on-5 for now. As it's played by Berube just off the edge of the twig, but he could not move it out of the zone. Charlotte on the attack now, leading by 1. 92 seconds left to go in the game. 4-man scrum along the near side boards. The fans here inside Bojangles Coliseum, they like this effort. There went a glove, and it's picked up by Luostarinen. Good check behind the net. Turnover. Charlotte chips it in the corner. The Phantoms cannot get Berube off the ice. Charlotte leading the game by 1, 3-2. Now Lehigh Valley with it. Another turnover, though, and eventually played back for Connor Bunneman. Bunneman's behind the net. He stands in the trapezoid. We hear the call. Less than 1 minute to go. Charlotte leading 3-2. Witherspoon cuts over the red line at center. Here he comes. And they drive it in the glove. Save made by Forsberg. Berube off the ice. The extra attacker is out there. We play 6-on-5. And a face-off coming up in Charlotte's defensive end. The Checkers with goals from Forsling, McEwen, and Prisky. And they'd like one more here. And timeout coming from the Phantoms bench. Lehigh Valley head coach Scott Gordon has used his one and only timeout of the afternoon. So we have a chance to reset things for you here. Here's how we got here. We have 49.3 seconds left to go in this game with Charlotte leading by a goal at 3-2. Just over 5 minutes into the game, Lehigh Valley on the board first. Tyler Witherspoon, second of the season. 5:35 the time of the goal. Charlotte outshot Lehigh Valley 13-8 in the first period, but it was 1-0 for Witherspoon and the visiting Phantoms after one. A big second period, though, from this Charlotte Checkers team. At 5:26, Gustav Forsling netted his third of the season with Chase Prisky and Spencer Smallman assisting. Then, with less than 2 minutes to go in the period, on the penalty kill, Roland McEwen scores a shorthanded goal to put Charlotte up by 1 at 2-1. Lorenz had the assist on the goal. 8:40 in the third period. Carey tied the game for the Phantoms, his 9th of the season at 9:46. Prisky's 5th of the year has given Charlotte a 3-2 lead. Timeout is over, and we're back. Phantoms have won the face-off. Slap shot, save made by Anton Forsberg. It's behind the cage. 40 seconds left to go. Charlotte has it. They'll fire down the ice at an empty net, but it's swatted down at the red line. Back inside the line for Clayson, and Clayson gets it out. Phantoms. An empty net to our right. It's 6-on-5. Charlotte leads by 1. 24 seconds left. It's along the blue line. It's onside for Lehigh Valley. Now it's down the ice again. Racing after it is Lorenz. Off the backhand. Scores! Steven Lorenz ends this one, an empty netter, 16.8 left. Lorenz racing down the wall as he won a battle. No look. He didn't need to know where the net was. He knows it naturally. fires off the backhand, and he's able to put it in the net for Charlotte's fourth of the afternoon. 16.8 left. The face-off at center. It's in on goaltender Anton Forsberg. He's got it. Now it's in behind him out in front. Berube is back. Charlotte looks to clear. 3 seconds left. The Checkers have done it. They come from behind and win it 4-2. Goals from Forsling, McEwen, Prisky, and Lorenz at the end. And Charlotte has won this one by a final of 4-2. Jason, what a game.
What a game is right. Great call, by the way, Kendall.
Thank you.
Absolutely phenomenal. You brought your best. The Checkers, I think, brought their best as they salute the crowd here at Bojangles.